Okay guys, so welcome back. I do apologise, it has been a while, but I have been extremely busy at work and with promotions and what have you. So I thought I'd bring you another Kickstarter edition video. So this is another product which I got via the Kickstarter / Indiegogo market. This is a new bag for me, which is called the Bobby. So this is by a company called XD Designs, and this bag is primarily for me to go when I go travelling back up north, when I go home for a bit, just for that bit of peace of mind when I'm on the train or in the city. The second city of the UK can be a bit rough sometimes. So I bought this to replace my Vans bag, and this will basically where all my Mac, my camcorder and etc will go. Now this is one of a kind bag. It's got many features which we're going to go through as much as I can. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So some of the key features of this bag is that on the front you can see there is no zips whatsoever. So the design of this is basically designed so when this is on your back, you haven't got to concentrate on keep watching your back kind of thing, seeing if somebody's playing with the zips, trying to get into your bag, because there is no zips. So if we look at the right hand side, there is no zips to get into it. On the front, there's some waterproof material, there is no zips, and exactly the same on the other side, there is no zips. All the zips happen on the back. So there is a zip design, it's encased in the back, so there is no way somebody's going to get into this bag without it coming off my back and me knowing about it. So there's lots of different quirky places as well where you can store stuff, and we're going to go through them in some detail, but first of all just going to cover the main features on this one. So this bag itself, when you open it, it goes 90 degrees or 180 degrees depending on how much you want to get out of the bag. It's whether water repellent, so it's not completely waterproof, but with a shower and what have you out and about, it's going to do absolutely fine. It's got anti-cut material in there, so again it's designed for people on the city on the move. So yeah, one of the tactics used is people slash the bags then to get into people's belongings without them knowing, using a Stanley knife, etc. So this on the front has got that built in to prevent that from happening. Also we've got obviously anti-theft, well that's kind of where the zips are, so it's really hard to get off. Shockproof, it's also got road security, so on the right hand side there is a XD design. So here is reflective material, so if it's on your back or on your bike, it's going to reflect the light back. There is also some company, but it's quite hard to see because of the kind of the font and text they use. There is also XD design there written in reflective material. Also as well, weight balancing, so everything goes right at the back, so it's going to be quite good on weight balancing there. Now this one's pretty cool. You've got an integrated USB charger. Now it doesn't come with it, so all it means is on here, I'll try and show you as best as I can, just there is a USB port. So inside there's a cable which runs into the bag, into the main compartments in the back. It's where you would plug in your USB block, and instead of you having to get your bag off, unzip it, keep it open while you want to charge your phone, for example, in emergency situations, all you got to do is plug it in just there, and away you go. The back of the bag obviously has this mesh to keep it nice and comfortable for you and to move sweat away so it don't build up, but there is a couple of extra pockets here as well. Here we have quite a long one which is quite deep storage. It's kind of where my hand stops is how much storage you've got, so that'd be good for things like a wallet potentially, because you know where it is, it's right next to you and it's nice and safe. We also have these two which are on the inner side. We zip these go quite far back as well, again kind of hand's width, again put anything you want in there. Now this is where the zips are located, so this is where you're going to unbox it. So if we just whiz it round. Now good thing is as well with this bag, and this is really useful for me as I, like I said, do a lot of travelling, is there is also a strap. This one here is obviously your handle to pick the bag up. Here is a luggage strap, so this is where it goes over the handles of your luggage, so it sits on top of your luggage when you're wheeling around. That's really useful. You don't know how useful that is unless you travel quite a lot, and I do. So that's awesome. So the zips itself, nice big zipper, and this is when we open the bag. So what I'm going to do for this video is going to obviously open it 90 degrees so you guys can get a good look. So as you can just see, this is the internals of the bag. Now it is quite deep, which is great, but we're going to have a look inside. So if I just zoom in for you so we can get a good look. So top section is got some storage there, zip, obviously some space for some pens and some stationery for you there, and then moving on down, obviously we've got some 2 deep pockets there. Now here is where my battery pack is. So this is just a standard battery. I got this quite many moons ago, 400 milliamp hours, so quite enough batteries for quite a lot of recharges there. And this cable was with the bag, it comes with the bag, and this cable goes all the way through to this bit here, so that's why you don't have to go into the bag. Here is where my camcorder goes, my Sony 4K camcorder goes in there, but then everything else goes in there, so you can store some other things like clothes or anything you want you need to get is there. Now here, this is where this can join, so this is what determines how far your bag is going to open. So this is 90 degrees, obviously I can go all the way, which is 180 degrees, or if I wanted it even more secure, I can velcro this back up. Obviously it's got a button as well to clip it into place, and it would only open 30 degrees. So if you just want a quick look in your bag on the way, then you'd have it on that to prevent things from falling out or people having a good look inside. Now the other side, so I'm going to rotate the bag, so this is the back side. This is where all your main things are going to go. This is what it looks like. So obviously the top one right at the back will be for your laptop. So I have a MacBook Pro Retina display 2012 edition, and that's where that would go for me. So I have it in a protective sleeve. I would pop it in there. You've got these 2 straps which you would clip over to keep it in place and nice and secure from bouncing. Now these, it's quite a nice little touch, because if my bag was upside down and I accidentally opened it, my Mac's not going to come flying out. Here is designed for tablets, but again, other things. So I have got an iPad, so when I go on the train watching films, I can keep that there as well. That's nice storage as well, and just enough there. Some more, yeah, that's for your tablet there. There's nothing else there, that is just for your laptop and your tablet there. And as I say guys, that's pretty much it in terms of the bag storage. Now there is other couple of places where you can store things as well, which I'll show you. So one other place is quite useful as well, is if you're catching trains in the city, say if you're opening your bag all the time, you can just store it in these pockets. So here, where my finger is a little slot, and that's where your debit cards can go or your train tickets can go. It's only big enough for those kind of things, so that's great if you've got that. There's another one on the other side as well. You've got some more of that reflective material there, so when you're out and about in the dark, you're going to be able to see, or people will see you more importantly. And yeah, obviously on the lock, it's on the zip mechanisms itself. Obviously you've got quite long zips, so you can't really go wrong there. But there is also a hole, so you can put a lock on it as well. So these bags are super secure, and there's quite a lot to it. It's a great design. It comes in black, so fully black edition, or there is a red edition, red and black edition, which I wasn't too keen on. This was £75, but I do think it's worth it, because what price can you put on, you know, security and peace of mind more than anything? So I have a lot of expensive equipment. When I go to the Midlands, I normally take quite a lot. So I go plane spotting at Birmingham Airport. Obviously I have my Mac with me for storage purposes and editing. So it's really nice to have that peace of mind now when I go to the Midlands. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all kitted out, just to kind of show you and what have you. So with the bag kitted out, you can see I've got my Mac, got my iPad 2 quite snug in there, fits really well. There is a bit of weight behind it, but because it's got load balancing, I ain't too concerned, because the weight is primarily going to be nice and flat against my back, which is great. I spin it around. Now obviously there would be more things in here, but for the purpose of this I'm just showing you roughly what it's going to look like. So I keep my wallet in here. Now I don't need a lot out of my wallet, because everything I use for transactions is mainly Apple Pay. But obviously my train ticket as well I can keep in the arm of the bag, so I can keep my wallet in a nice safe place. Got my obviously my MagSafe charger there for the Mac. I've got my portable USB storage there, because when I'm doing 4K film on the road, obviously it takes up a lot of storage, and I've only got 256 GB of memory on the Mac there. So that's that. Obviously a hard drive, my camcorder would also fit in there just quite snug, but obviously because I'm recording off it, it can't go in there. Obviously I would probably put some clothes as well, potentially, depends. So then what I would do is obviously use this Velcro here to fasten it up. So fasten it up, we can clip it into place, so then when I do come to use it, it's not, there we go, clips into place and that's good to go. So my iPhone 7 I would probably keep in my pocket. If I didn't, it'd go in the back there. So if I popped it in there, still going to get reception, everything else, what have you, and it's still good to go. Also, it would vibrate on my back, so I would then also know who is calling me, because I'd have my earphones in and it talks to me and tells me that. Like I said, my rail card and what have you would go in there quite snug. And anything else I have, so loose money would probably just go in these pockets here, and stuff like that. And what I'll do quickly now is just show you the USB capability of it, and just show you that charging in action. So what I've done for demonstration purposes, it's just going to charge my iPad 2. Now I wouldn't recommend having them charge internally in the bag. So if I was to put this back in, just because sometimes they can get warm, but you know, it's your call, I mean it wouldn't do no harm. As you can see, the USB lightning cable is going into there, that's then just coming into my iPad, and then my iPad is charging just there, as you can see. So it does work, and obviously it'll go as fast as the charger inside, so the brick inside has got quite a decent power outage, so it should be quite a decent one. So as I say guys, this is also what you get, which is just a kind of information on the key features here from XT Designs, and it was called the Bobby, as that's what one of the London words is for the police there. So that's the story behind it. If you want to check out XT Designs on their website, there is a great video on there showing you the design process, the thoughts behind it, and again the reason why they come up with the name Bobby. There is a QR code if you want to scan that. That takes you to a video, the unique video on this product itself. As you can see, funded with Kickstarter. There is your barcode, so this is where you're going to catch it on Amazon and what have you. I bought it direct from XT Designs, which cost me £75 including free shipping. Unfortunately I was too late to catch it on Kickstarter, as it was going quite cheap on there, but there you go, that is life sometimes. But there we go guys, that's a quick look at that. I'm just going to quickly show you before I wrap this video up what it looks like on my luggage, and then that will pretty much conclude the video. Okay guys, so that's what it looks like now it's on the case. So that's using the strap designed to go on cases. Now mine fits superbly well, just because of the kind of dimensions of my mini case. That fits superbly well, and as I say, looks really comfortable, nice and secure, and that is obviously where the strap is there, holding onto that, and I've still got room. I've even got a bit more room if anything, just to grab my handle and wheel it away guys. So this is a look at the Bobby, highly recommended. You can't put a price on your belongings, and this really just safeguards you from losing it. So thank you very much XT Designs, and have a great day, and check it out guys, superb.